scientist had discovered a way to alter humans, which would allow him to inject the fossil's DNA into a human, thereby creating an altered. They were stronger, faster, and even aged slower than normal humans. If one was ever struck with a disease, it could change the human composition to make it heal faster. Gary had a deep, dark secret that he had been hiding from everybody. Not just his family, but his closest friends too. There was a reason for sudden change in his appearance over the summer. Unbeknownst to them all, he had joined a gang. Gary's family had a bad financial situation. He shared a bedroom with his sister, who was 2 years younger, while his mother supported the family on an almost minimum wage. One night, Gary hurried out the door with a silent, "I promise I'll make our lives better." Gary embarked on the road to the gang's base. His job in the gang was a transporter, a dangerous and high-paying job. His job tonight was to deliver whatever was in these suitcases. Before the mission started, he met his idol, Kirk, the Altered. Kirk and Gary started talking, and after some conversation, Kirk offered to invite Gary to learn boxing with him. Gary thinks this is a good opportunity to interact with idols, so I accepted Kirk's teaching. After the teaching, Gary was called by the boss to wait for the task. While waiting for a mission, Gary learned one thing: never ask what's in a briefcase, or you lose your life. Then, while waiting for the mission, Gary saw something strange about the case. It was just for a brief moment, so he was unsure if his eyes might have played a trick on him, but he felt he had seen something very odd. Did that briefcase just move? With uneasiness, Gary carried out the task in a tense atmosphere. He came to a construction site as agreed, and found that he was the only one here. Just when he was wondering, he saw a place not far away that seemed to be lying with a corpse. At that time, his phone received a text message: "Run away." Several men in suits rushed out of the shadows, one with a knife in his hand. Gary was no match for the three. Even so, he tried his best to deal with these people. He hid in the dark and carefully confirmed the location of the person who attacked him. At this moment, he found, why is there one person missing? A second later, he knew the answer. The man with the knife attacked him from behind. When Gary fell, he faintly heard the sound of the suitcase opening. The next moment, something appeared in front of him. Congratulations on being awarded the Werewolf System. When Gary woke up again, he found himself in a jungle. He vaguely remembered being stabbed, but the wound has now healed. This confuses him. Then, he discovered that his physical ability had improved. His eyesight could see far, and his heart rate remained stable after exercise. At this moment, he couldn't help noticing that a strange interface appeared in front of him. The interface showed him his status information, such as bloodthirsty has been reduced, and anger is no longer. He was confused and worried. However, the most confusing thing was a task called Your First Transformation. The mission shows that there are still 14 days until the next full moon. Gary realizes that he has the potential to become an Altered. In addition, Gary was also shocked by the description of another task. Eat 2 kilograms of meat. This is crazy! How can a normal person eat 2 kilograms of meat? Gary thought to himself. At this moment, Gary is thinking about anything supernatural related to the full moon. It's a werewolf, Gary thought. He recalled the books and movies he had read before, and all the characteristics of werewolves came to his mind. The suitcase may contain a new product of a certain company, a new product about Altered. Thinking of this, Gary began to look around. However, the suitcase does not appear in Gary's vicinity. Is it possible that they are still at the construction site? Thinking that he might have become an Altered, Gary felt very confident. He's going to do something to test his acquired abilities.